Hello everyone, today we're working on these trolleys. It says 3rd Avenue Rail System, and these are made by Model Power, and although they look really neat, they don't run very good. I don't suggest you buy that. You should buy something like this, which is made by Kato for their pocket line. So this will run very smoothly and they will run forever. So I got these in a lot for non-running engines. This one's missing a wheel. So let's see if I can get them to run. That's going to be our mission for the day. So let's dig in. I've never had one of these before, obviously, because I didn't have too much faith in it. But these were very cheap. They came in a lot with a bunch of other engines. So let's see if I can get, hey, they got a light. That is alright. Let's see if I can get it to run. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take apart all the wheels. And then when I'm left with just the motor, then I will try just the motor on its own. The motors are pretty good. If the motor fails, then we'll see about the rest. So these, they are soldered in, so I have to be careful what I'm doing here. A couple more screws on the top here, which I'm going to try and work on. Take note, when I take engines apart, I'll put the screw in an order that I remove them so I can go back later on and find them again. Put them in the order that I found them. Wow, that is a powerful magnet. It's a pain in the buttocks. And then this front one, let's just see what happens with that. Oh, it's tight. Maybe they used Loctite or something like that. I've seen manufacturers in that time do it. They use red Loctite. There's a little trailer pin that fell off. I'm not sure I'm going to be reusing that. Okay, then I got the metal part to go out. And that is your main gears, as they say. They don't seem to be too ugly, these gears. So we'll see about that. I'm just going to put that aside for now so I can take a look at my motor. And there's very flimsy connection pins here. I wouldn't call that exactly good, but this was probably in the day, it was a cheap model, and for me it was very inexpensive. Okay, I see how these come out. Just come out through the side. That is pretty easy. See, this is not meant to be super easy to service. Maybe it's hard to see. There's 2 rivets here. So these contact strips are not going anywhere. So the 2 little rivets are going to stay. So I have to clean it, you know, in here. And these are pretty dirty. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus in. If I can get the camera to focus in good on this, that would be awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of dirt in there. Could be the reason why it wasn't running. So this has got to be cleaned. Probably going to use a little bit of a Staedtler plastic eraser to get into that. And then we'll give that a good clean. But they are not going anywhere because of the rivets. At any rate, my motor's free now, so I can test it out. Put that in the center of the screen, like George Miller. So the motor will run. I've got it on really very low voltage now. So I'll put some lubrication in it and we'll see if we can make it sound a little bit better. It sounds sick a little bit. It's plastic bearings, so maybe not the highest quality. So the little magnet, you can just pull on it, that will take it out. And then we'll put some lubrication on there. It's Lebel 108 I'm using. It's just a drop, that's all you need. And then we'll do the same thing on the front side. And then I'll just turn it by hand for now. But when I feel more comfortable, I'll use the power pack, and I'll turn it with the power pack, and that should be good. So I'll just run it with the power pack for a little bit. Look at that, what a huge difference this makes. Huge difference. Whew. Can't believe it made that much of a difference. I don't usually put motors, I don't usually clean them with my toothbrush and some dish soap, but this is so dirty that I'm going to clean it with my toothbrush and some dish soap. I'll be doing the same thing to this part and this part as well. So let's see what we got there. I'm going to focus in on this part. So this will come out just by picking it up. So I'll be sure not to lose that. And I think these two wheels, if I just pull on them very gently, they should just come out. But I do not want to break that little shaft there. Perfect. There's a little donut back there. Not a very fancy part, but I don't want to lose it either. So I don't want to lose that. Now I've got my wheels, so these should just pull out. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. There. Are these exactly the same? It would make sense, yes. And then I'll pull out the other one on this side. Same thing, just very easy. Because remember, this plastic is probably 30 to 40 years old, so you want to be gentle, but at the same time, you have to get it out. Actually, it is good news that it's so hard to get out. Now the axles on this little guy, one of the axles is broken, so I don't know if I'm gonna make that a big priority to fix it. Maybe not. And then this will just pull out, and then this will just pull out, and then I can focus on cleaning the wheels. These are nickel silver, so that part of it is good quality. Having clean wheels is the secret, because this is what picks up electricity from the track. Just like on a race car, tires mean a lot, because it's your point of contact with the ground. So I clean them like that, just with my rag and my fingernail. Usually does a really good job. And this little gear is in there pretty tight. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to rewash everything, make sure it's squeaky clean, and then we'll lubricate it. As you put the lubrication back in, don't need to go crazy, just one drop will do. So I put one drop inside as well, and on this one I'll put one on the side. That is plenty. And then we'll reintroduce these smaller gears, smaller idlers. And as I put them in, I spin them around. Just to double check, just spin them around and then reintroduce the wheels. Actually, on the shafts there, I'm going to put one more drop on the shaft, because that holds the weight of the engine. So that works a little harder. You can see everything rolls smoothly. To be fair, it was pretty smooth before, but a little lubrication can't hurt. If you overdo it on the lubrication, then it will ooze out on your track and you don't get optimal performance there. And then we'll just add the two other little idlers. On this I don't put too much lubrication also. And then the two wheels. And now I can put the motor back on. Then we'll see how close to running we are. Yes, the little worm gear should sit right over that tower there. And then we'll reintroduce all the screws to it. This is the big screw, holds the motor down. So we'll start with that one. I have to line up the motor. Yeah, cut right up. Actually, that looks very good. And then this one, I should also use that one. There's a silver screw and a brass screw. So the brass screw goes with the light. It doesn't want to go in there, but it does want to go in there. It just doesn't know it yet. There, I just helped it to do what it was meant to do. And then the last little screw at the back. Well, that helps hold the trailer connection. I'm not sure I'm going to use that second car. I'm going to put some lubrication. They say you should use grease for that, but I prefer the lighter oil. That's just me, I guess. With the lighter oil, it has less friction, although it's very minimal, but I feel they run just a little bit faster. Maybe it's like a placebo, it's all in my head, but anyways, that's how I feel about it. The motor is pretty weak, but it's gonna run. Let's go try it on the track. Here comes the moment of truth. So as I was trying it, some of the gears jammed together at times, so nothing's guaranteed on this. It may or may not run. I don't have too much faith. I'm gonna play with it for a bit. Did you hear that? The gears jammed together. So when that happens, there isn't a lot you can do. I didn't have a lot of hopes for this. I'm gonna play with it like that for a little bit just to see what happens. And then I'll turn the camera back on. Well, it runs, but one direction only and going backwards. I'm gonna tell you, you don't necessarily want to buy this. It's very poor quality. So it's gonna run, but not great. And it gets really hot really quick. Incidentally, I found out the windows were not glued, so you can remove them to clean them. So I will do it. I'll clean them with my car wax, so it'll become just a bit shinier. So if you're serious about a trolley like that and you want one, because it looks very American, I suggest that you power it with one of these Kato unit. Now this one has handrails because it's meant to be for the steam passenger trains. But yeah, it would fit right in here, and make your own interior, and off you go. That looks pretty neat. So that's gonna go with that. Well, I'll show you what the other they call it pocket line. Pocket line. I'll show you what the passenger train looks like. I see a lot of Bachmann 060s for sale on eBay that people buy with starter sets. If you buy this as a starter set, guaranteed you'll be happy with it. Here's the steeple cab. It's all in Japanese because I bought it in Japan. And the trolley looks like this. The previous owner added figures to it, but this is the trolley. This is the non-powered one. I'm also working on this powered one just to clean it, but basically simple as that. Yes, we'll put that together and let's go run some trains. And now it's time to run some trains. I wouldn't be against putting an oval with traction on my layout. That would be really cool. Sitting next to the trolley is my RSD 15 with Paragon 4 and Rolling Thunder. It is a monster. Huge difference in quality there. You can run these nice and slow when necessary. Sent to the Paragon 4 with Rolling Thunder. Family has asked me not to play this early in the morning because it wakes them up. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly had fun making it for you. See you soon.